And now we got Oracle. You guys like PI? Because Blizzard sure does. You hate AUG, you hate PI. Well, here you go. It's here. Oracle. Premonition. Divine the future and gain access to a spell that gives you an advantage against your fate. Replaces power infusion. 1 minute cooldown. Instant cast. So I don't know how it determines what it gives you. Maybe it's random. Maybe it's based off of like class and role. I'm assuming that's how it's done. I basically it can give you one of these three buffs. So increase healing. I assume if you're a tank, you'd get that. I assume also if you're a healer, maybe you get that. Insight. If you're a mage caster, you get that. And then glory is physical damage. So also, I'm assuming you can stack this with regular PI. So you can double stack these buffs onto a target because it's not going to be a unique buff. So unless they make that change, you can just straight up mega buff someone with like PI, premonition, and presence plus Ebony Might. And now he's got like 4 damage buffs that are just increasing his damage. Put that on a Unholy DK on Rip, and it's just insane. Permanent measures just increase the absorb of Holy Ward Shield or healing by prayer mending. Nothing crazy. Preventive care, increase the duration of atonement by 1 second. Never played Disc. I don't know how crazy that is. And renew by 3 seconds. Just some little passive healing buffs. Choice node. Waste no time. Premonition causes your next Power Word Radiance, Heal, or Holy Prayer of Healing to be instant and costs 15% less mana. Miraculous Recovery. Reduces the cooldown of Power Word Life by 3 seconds and allows it to be usable on targets below 50% health. I just feel like this is better. That's literally like lay on hands that you could use at 50% health instead of I think the 35. This seems like a little weird. It just gives you an instant cast. It doesn't increase the healing. It just makes it cost less mana, and you're only going to be able to do it after premonition, which is a 1 minute cooldown. Doesn't feel great. Assured safety. Power Word Shield applies 1 stack of Prayer of Mending, so just they would get healed, I assume. It wouldn't bounce. And Prayer of Mending cast apply a 20% effectiveness Power Word Shield, so just a little bump to those abilities. This seems pretty crazy. Prompt Deliverance and Divine Feathers. They're not crazy, but Prompt Delivery is their dispel is reduced by 2 seconds. They're the only class at the moment that is going to have a dispel less than 8 seconds. That's kind of big. And then Divine Feathers, when an ally walks through your angelic feathers, you also grant 100% of its effect. I just feel like this should just be baseline in the actual ability. Like currently how the ability works, you just apply it to yourself, but it seems like it was made to work like where you give allies speed, but Priest is a slow class, so you're never going to give it to someone else. But this is a choice node with this, so this is probably better in raid because there's not a lot of dispels. I say that as this season has one of the worst dispels in the entire game for raid, but yeah, this feels like it should be baked into the ability in general. Foreseen circumstances. Pain suppression reduces damage taken by 10%, and Guardian Angel lasts an additional 2 seconds. Just makes your external far stronger. Well, not far, but, you know, people are going to be taking like 0 damage on pain suppression. Because I think that's already like a huge DR, and Guardian Angel is just going to keep people alive. So, nothing crazy. Grand Reveal. When your Power Word shield is fully absorbed or your Prayer Mending heals, gain a stack of Grand Reveal. At 150 stacks, gain an additional charge of premonition. So just more premonitions. Choice note. Perfect Vision or Versatile Divinations. It reduces cooldown of premonition by 10 seconds, so it'd be a 50-second cooldown PI, essentially. Don't think this is crazy, but Versatile Divinations. Premonition can now trigger the Brilliance and Urgency effects. So, depending on how this works, I feel like this could be big. I don't know if these are like additional options that it can choose from. So, like where it picks from one of these 3, it now just picks from one of the 5. Or if these are potential additional benefits. If these are additional benefits, that is actually insane. If this whole thing is RNG and picks through 5, I'm not sure how good this is. Because then you're just rolling the dice of a potentially, like the haste one is pretty big. Like, you know. I'm kind of worried about how premonition works, but we'll see. If premonition adds these extra, that's insane. If it rolls through the 5, I don't even feel like this is like that great. Because like then you could be potentially giving a DPS 5% mana, like who cares? Then you just have a wasted cooldown. Like that feels bad. Or if you give them like increased healing, like this one's terrible. Why would you ever want to give anyone this? Like it's not great. It also could be that this rotates through, kind of like summer, maybe. But we'll see. Choice node, Divine Providence. Increase duration of your premonition effect by 2 seconds. And Fate Bender. Effect is increased by 30% if the divine spell is different from the previous one. That's just like another RNG, I'm assuming. Like I said, I don't know how the divine spells works. I probably should watch the interviews, see what they say, because if you have a way to control like what's divine, this could be big. But if it's just RNG, I'm not sure how good this is. This might actually be better. This is the big one. Clairvoyance. Premonition has a low chance to grant you clairvoyance. Once again, more RNG. And Clairvoyance grants your target and 2 nearby allies effects of premonition at 100% effectiveness. Once again, low chance, but that's just a low chance you get like a huge premonition potentially. But then it also is like 2 nearby allies, so it's unless you're like you can't really work around this. So you could potentially giving like healers or the tank like. You know, unless it's like smart and goes to DPS. But that's pretty much all hero talents. Oracle seems like it's potentially very annoying.